What's going on YouTube? Joker's Gaming for you here, and we are back. This is the Division Beta 1.1. I got a chance to play the first beta and it was incredible, and this one is even better. So I thought I would give you just a quick tutorial on how to make some changes to your character, how to mod your weapons, your appearance, a few things like that. So first and foremost, hit the options button. Show you some stuff I got here. When you select your inventory, it'll bring everything up that you have, your weapons, gear, appearance, character approaches, etc. So we'll do the basics first. We'll go to your appearance. So anything that you can acquire in the real world and also in the dark zone, you can switch up your character how he looks. As you can see, I've got a variety of different hats happening here. You can get these from many different ways. You can get them from at the end of story missions. You can get them just from helping people on the streets. In the dark zone, you can get them from extractions. Variety of different ways. But I think it's a fantastic element of the game. So you can constantly change how you look. And this is just the beta, so I can only imagine how much variety there will be in the game. Every piece of clothing, shirts underneath, pants, whatever you like, shirts, even your shoes. I managed to score a pair of where are they? The trendy sports sneakers. Anything you want. So that I think that's great. Now moving on in the inventory, your weapons. Excuse me. So you have your primary, your special, and you've got your sidearm. So what you want to do first, obviously, is select the gun of choice that you want as your primary, which I've already done that. Now you can see through browsing your backpack, that's how you do it. Press X, scroll through. You'll see everything that you have. What you don't want, you can also sell. Go back. So when you've chosen the guns you want for your primary, secondary, and your sidearm, hit the mod button, and it will give you a number of different choices, and the choices you make will determine the outcome of how your weapon performs and impacts your player a bit. So you see at the front, first things first is the muzzle. You can get different kinds of muzzles. Some will help with stability. I mean, one has stability and reduced threat here. Some will be horizontal stability. Some will be vertical. It depends on the gun and suppressor that you have. Okay, so next up we'll go to the hand stop. Now here's where things change a little bit. Currently I have the hand stop coyote on. But what I want you to focus on is this. Right now my primary DPS, as you can see, is 3,163. Now if I chose the regular hand stop, right underneath the DPS number is what it would change to. It would actually drop to 3,148. Excuse my voice. My being sick is catching up to me. So that's kind of one of the things that you have to look out for, is that you can do a little bit of a trade-off with some bullet stability for a little bit of DPS, or if you want to keep your DPS higher, then choose the optic that or grip that comes with that. Personally for me, I want higher DPS, obviously, and if I can find one like I did here with the Coyote, with the accuracy and hip fire, that's fantastic. Then you've got your extended mag. Again, comes in different varieties. So the one that I don't have highlighted in the top column is the heavy magazine spring. Now, if I was to equip that one, the DPS would drop to 3051. The only thing, and the mag actually would drop from 36 to 30, but the rounds per minute would go from 600 to 662, so that would be the bump. That would be the trade-off. All that happens with all different kinds of the extended mags that you choose. So that again comes down to personal preference, but I will always go with the highest DPS without losing any bullets in the mag. and as long as it doesn't drastically affect the rounds per minute. In the top column, first we'll hit the reflex sights. Okay, you can change your optics, your scopes, depending on what kind of drops you get. You get ones from the dark zone, ones from the regular world, and again, they will change your numbers, but they all do different things. As you can see, the reflex sight gives you 5% optimal range and 3% critical hit chance. Sorry for that. Or if I was to go with the holographic sight, it's 2.5 optimal range. But I'm going to lose DPS by doing that. I'm going to lose 30 DPS. So, but if I wanted the optimal range specifically, or if that was my only choice, I would go with that. But since I found one that has optimal range and critical hit, I'm going to pick that. Lastly, which is a very cool thing, is changing color of your weapon. So I'm going to show you real quick. This is actually how the weapon looks with the paint job on. This is apparently the solid foliage green. If I was to unequip it, scroll back. I mean that's kind of how the weapon looks. Pretty basic, pretty bland. You know what? Let me try to show you in a bit better lighting if I can here to really show you how drastic of a change that makes. There you go. That's a better look. Okay, so that's without the paint skin. So if I go back up over to the paint skin and equip it, there we go. It'll actually look like that versus that. So I think that's fantastic. So moving on. Now your gear also drastically affects your character. I mean every little bit. Your chest piece, knee armor, elbow pads, you name it. So the heavy duty vest here, there's three bridge trees. There is primary DPS, health, and skill power, as you can see. So the heavy duty, you see where my numbers are now. Now, if I wanted to pick the laminate vest, my DPS would go up, but my health and skill power would drop. If I wanted to pick the other version of it, my DPS would stay the same, health would drop, but skill power would go up. So again, that's going to come down to personal preference and your playstyle. So currently, I like to try to balance things out as much as I can, and health is always a given, and so is DPS. But the skill power, we're going to have to see a little bit further into the game what more we get out of it. So far, we've got a bit of a sensor, healing, and shields. We've got a turret right now. So we'll see further in the game, but those are the things that I would keep higher myself. And again, like I said, every little bit changes it. I mean, if I wanted to choose one of the vests that lowers my health or the DPS, you could kind of make a bit of a compromise and mesh it in with a mask. Say I put my health up with the vest higher and it dropped my DPS, I could equip this mask here and bump my DPS back up, and depending on what number my health was, it could actually balance itself out. So they put a lot of thought into this, and that goes for the gloves and everything else, even including your holster right here. Everything changes. So for those of you out there who like to really break down things by the numbers, you're going to have a fantastic time with this. You will thoroughly enjoy this. I do, and I'm not even that type of person. But at first I thought I kind of compared it to Destiny, which is what I play a lot. Higher light level gear. That's kind of what you wear. No matter what. Where here you really have to break down what choices you want and how you want to make those choices. What is the most thing that is important to you? Your health, your damage, your skill tree. I mean, all three are extremely important. So how do you choose which one is which? Well, my opinion is it comes down to personal preference. Mine, like I said, I kind of try to have as much of an equal balance as I can. Although right now, at the moment, my DPS and health are pretty close, and my skill is low, um, because that's the play style I'm rolling with now. When we get into the full game, that may change, so we will have to see. But I thought I would give you guys this quick little rundown on how to do these things. They're not that hard, but just some stuff you gotta figure out, fiddle around, and play with, and decide what suits you best. So hopefully this helped any of you out there that are just trying out the division, aren't sure exactly what all of this stuff is, the customization, what to do with it, what does it mean, how do I have to balance it out, why do I have to balance it out. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight on it. I'm going to do further videos when March 8th comes and I do get the game.
Snow you find on the ground as it may be
And
contaminated. Thank you.
there's always some sort of notification in the background. But anyways, yeah, I will get further into detail with this when the game comes out, but hopefully for now this helps those of you who are just trying the beta out for the first time and didn't pre-order it and got the first crack at it. So if you did enjoy the video, this quick tutorial, please do hit that like button, leave any comments or questions down below, and I will get back to you immediately. And please don't forget to subscribe, and you will see more Division content in the future. Thank you for watching, and Joker Gaming out. Have a good day to you all, and have fun in the Division, and especially in the dangerous and amazing Dark Zone. And I will see you guys in the next one.